Hello, everybody. I just wanted to hop on here really quick. Had a really long, busy day, but I want to stay true to myself and true to my channel, and true to you guys as well, and make sure that I'm on here as regular as possible. Excuse me. So happy Monday. It's Monday where I'm at. I have my grand dog here with me. Yes, she's getting all the cuddles. You like that? Yes. I don't want to kiss. Don't embarrass me in front of the people now. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of hop on here and say hello. Do my video. I'm not going to say daily video. And one day I decide I'm not doing it daily, or I do it today and I do it tomorrow and then miss a day. But I don't want to miss a day. So it is my goal to try to do daily, but life happens sometimes. But anyway, I'm gonna stay focused. I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. But I hope everybody had a wonderful Monday, a wonderful start to your week. I just want to get on here and to encourage you to journal. If you haven't done so, do a journal. I want to encourage you. So yeah, if you have not journaled and you've never journaled, start a journal. And in your journal, you can just kind of talk about how you feel, talk about how your day was. You can put your again, y'all, have some little vain tendencies. So when I journal, I put like my weight for that day. If I weighed myself, I don't weigh myself every day, but just so I know. So when I go back and I look at my journals, like, oh, okay, this is where I was in my health journey, because it's definitely a journey. It's an ongoing journey, and it fluctuates. For me in my life, it fluctuates. I am learning now how to have more balance. But yeah, going back to journaling. Journaling is awesome. So I encourage you guys. Today is Monday. Today is a great day to start journaling. I'm posting this on a Monday in May of 2025. You may see this on a Saturday in September of 2027. Whenever you see this, today is a great day to start journaling. Monday is always that start day. On Monday, we're going to start a diet. On Monday, we're going to start a new habit. But it doesn't always have to be on Monday. But whatever day you see this, journaling is great. Journaling puts things into perspective for you. So for today, I encourage you to journal. I don't have any type of journal prompts because I just wanted to really hop on here. Maybe one day I will, but as for now, I don't. But you can think of your own journal prompts. If you journal in the morning, you can maybe journal a little bit in the morning and write down 5 things that you're grateful for. Write down a couple of things that maybe you want to achieve, and maybe how you felt. If you had a dream, definitely write down your dreams. If you had a dream, we usually most of the time we do dream. Whether or not we remember it, that's a different story. But yeah, you can write down your dreams, and then maybe midday, you can kind of write down how you're feeling midday, and then at night, write down how your day went, how you feel. Again, you get a couple of things you're grateful for. What you would like to achieve for the next day. So there's plenty of things you can kind of journal. And then when you go back and look at your journal, you're like, oh, okay, this is how I was feeling this day. This is what I was going through on that day. And it kind of gives you something to work on, gives you something to build on. So journaling is very, very awesome. When I turned on my camera, I had no idea what I was going to talk about, but I want to start there. That allows you to evaluate where you are in your life and what you want to work on, because the key to being your true authentic self is to work on yourself daily, to evaluate where you are and what you need to work on, because a lot of times we just kind of go through things and we don't know what we need to work on. So journaling definitely allows you to have a blueprint or a frame, a screenshot, if you may, of what you need to work on. I'll share this thing with you. Like these videos that I'm making are very new in my YouTube journey. So I go back and I watch my videos and I notice certain little things. It's like, oh, okay, I never noticed that about myself. I never noticed this or that when I watch my videos. And so watching my videos, I don't, tear myself down like, oh my gosh, I don't need to make any more videos because I'm doing because I'll have a thought and think about something else or say something else and never come back to that thought. But I recognize that. And so now I can be more aware. And so that's the same thing with journaling. Journaling will just make you more aware of where you are, how you feel, what makes you feel a certain way. We go through life and we don't understand that, maybe sitting in traffic at 5 o'clock in the evening really it puts us in a bad mood. And so if you're aware, like, oh, okay, when I'm sitting in traffic, this puts me in a bad mood. What are some things that I can do while I'm sitting in traffic to try to eliminate or lessen the bad mood? Maybe I can listen to some uplifting music or some frequencies, or maybe I can just meditate. Maybe I can do some deep breathing at a red light. I did that today. I did some deep breathing. Deep breathing helps you to get grounded. So yeah, there's different things that you can do, but you don't know that you need to do them unless you bring some type of awareness. And journaling definitely brings awareness to what you need to work on, because we're just, I know for me personally, I am not that in tuned to myself as I should be. I think that I am, but I'm not. Now, when I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, going back to what I said before, I am just freely talking. I don't realize as I'm talking and making a video that, hey, you may say something and you'll go off on a tangent and you never circle back around to what you were saying. So for me, it's the videos. That's my quote unquote journal, but journaling just makes you aware of who you are, how you feel, what makes you feel a certain way. So if you're going to journal, yeah, I think that's cool that you journal a little bit in the morning, a little bit midday, and maybe a little bit in the evening. If that's too much for you, then just in the evening. In the evening is great, or in the morning. I always journal in the morning. But just journaling in the morning, some people wake up and they're just kind of like, oh, they have a lot of thoughts on their mind, and that can shape their day. So if you journal in the morning, like how you're feeling during the day, you'll recognize, okay, when I wake up in the morning, if I don't do A, B, and C, it's going to make my day bad. But you possibly would have never known that if you didn't journal, because we just kind of are on autopilot. Especially in the days that we live in, just so busy, and we have our phones, and just so much. So just kind of like autopilot. If you have a family and children, you definitely are on autopilot. But when you take 2-3 minutes in your morning to kind of write down how you're feeling, or what you're grateful for, or whatever the case may be, and you go back and you look at your journals, and I do encourage you to go back and look at your journal pages, periodically, just to kind of see where you're at, how you feel each day. And then that's going to allow you a blueprint for how you can correct those things, or maybe you're aware. It just opens your awareness as to what you can do to make life better. because nobody's going to just wake up one day and just be like, you know what, I'm going to be my true authentic self. I'm not going to have any stress. I'm not going to have any of this. I'm not going to have any of that. And that's just how it's going to be. No, 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 no. We are human beings living in this world, having a human experience in this world, as to be exact. Most people have jobs. A lot of people have families. If you don't have a job, you have a business, whatever. You have something that you have to do to earn an income. Now, there are these chosen few people that, their life, they have more passive income. They don't have to work too hard. They don't have any children, or their children are grown. And they just live this more easy life. But most people, that's not the situation for them. I know for me, for sure, that's not my life. I have to get up and I have to work. I have to work for what I need. And I want to have a good quality of life. I want to have a good quality of emotional health. I want to have a good quality of mental health. I want to have a good quality of physical health. So I know that in order to do that, I have to be on purpose with what I do. And so I say to you that journaling is the start of you being on purpose with how to get your emotional or mental state in line, and figuring out what you need to do so that you can be the best you and be dope in real life. I love you guys. I'm not going to hold you long. I'm going to go have my late dinner and get myself ready for bed, but I just wanted to hop on here. You guys have a great night. I want to leave you with this. You owe you the best you. If no one else, it's all about you. You owe you the best you. So you have to decide in life what you're going to do to be the best you that you can be, because you deserve that. And on that note, I'm going. Have a great evening. Bye, guys.